What up, Ninja Nation? It's your boy Scooter Ray of the Less and Stealthy Ninjas, and I'm here to talk about the the Bedrock City Con. This was a culmination. They did two pop-ups, if I'm not mistaken. Two pop-ups, and this was actually the the big convention that they held at the Stafford Center. And it wasn't bad. If you've been to their pop-ups, it was literally an extension of the pop-up, just bigger space. Was they was able to have more vendors, more guests. Um, and yeah, it wasn't bad at all. The price of admission was not bad. And just seeing how and I love how they had it set up. It was set up in a very simple, you get a snake pattern. It wasn't like stuff everywhere. It was very organized. The Stafford Center was big enough to where the parking lot housed a lot of cars, so that way you didn't have to worry about parking way over yonder. Especially when you go to Comic Palooza, going to the George R. Brown, you might have to park a mile and a half away just to pay $20, just not pay 40, 60, 80, 100 to be closer to the GRB. So, but now this was cool. Stafford Center was a cool location. Um, The convention space was big enough, so hopefully this is good enough to where they keep doing it and keep having it at the Stafford Center. Yeah. Um, Shout out to the Stafford Center. But yeah, the con itself, they had almost what, roughly close to 100 vendors, if not. And of course, I love it. You first walk in, and who's the first vendor you see? Bedrock. I love that. They they start off the the lines of all the vendors, and it was mad vendors there. Now the thing about this con was it was definitely comic book focused and comic book oriented. They did have artists who did artwork and things like that, but this was really about comic books, collectibles, Funko Pops, toys, things of that nature. It was real big on that. So if you like to get artwork, if you like other little things like not statues, but what's the one I'm thinking of? Like trinkets and things of that nature. This is not really that. This is very comic book focused, statues, stuff of that nature. That's what you're gonna mostly see. They did have it there, but not as much as you would see at like a comic palooza or anything like that. Um, I went today, had my little Saturday pass. I was joined by Planet Nico and his daughter Lainey, and the three of us, we walked the floor for about good 2, maybe 3 hours. Trying our best not to spend money because there were temptations, especially if you're a Funko Pop person. They had mad Funko Pops, and it was like, no, no. Um, Definitely, if you was looking for comic books, I'm pretty sure one of the vendors had them. So if you are a comic book collector, it was probably there in some degree. It because it was a lot. I'm gonna show off the few things I did get. Um, One of the tables I went to was Cactus Music. Got a little sticker. And funny enough, I went to Cactus Music and didn't buy anything music related because for those who knows me, I am a sock enthusiast, and these are the socks I got. What it say? Pro wrestling. Why? Cause raw. And then and then you got right here. Somebody bring me a folding chair. No aloe, no Montgomery Brawl. But but yeah, I mean, I can't wait to wear these. I might wear these to the AEW show. Actually, I'm going to wear these to the AEW show that's coming in Houston in a couple of weeks. Um, Another person I bought stickers from, Derf Designs, DERF Designs, at Derf Designs on Instagram. He has some great flips of like Turtles property, X-Men, and things like that, and kind of remix it to Houston. As you can see, the dope city of Houston and the TMT logo, and you got the HTX and the X-Men design. He had these designs on T-shirts. He had them on enamel pins. It was so hard not to buy the pins because I'm also a pin collector too. But I definitely want to hit up his store online and get some more stuff because I like the flips of properties I love like that into Houston designs. And then last but not least, I've been wanting to get something for them for a while. Boss has previously bought stuff. Uh, Nico has previously bought stuff, but White Cup ENT, as you can see, that's the store location, which might have to check that out because they said that they had mad designs at the store that was not there with them. So yeah, but just to show you an example of how they flip things in Houston style, you see White Cup ENT presents Wolverine. Got the Wolverine with that cup. Yeah, what she said, if you heard it. Yeah, but you know, H time for real. H time. But I was able to get some posters and for Cosmic Boss, you know, you got the H Town Hottie, you got Meg the Stallion as She Hulk. Show that off, show that off, show that off. Then I got basically the same poster twice, just for two different characters. You got the spectacular Scrooston, this variant being Peter Parker. See, you got H on the chest, throwing up the H, and you see DJ Screw, R.I.P. But yes, and you see that he's on the screw tape. Already. Oh, the other poster fell. Once again, spectacular Scrooston, but in the Miles Morales variant. Yeah. And he had plenty of other designs. You know, you had Ghost Rider, a Slab Rider, General Akbar from Star Wars. Who else? He had the Incredible Hulk with a flip. I showed you Wolverine. Who else he had? It was many others. Once again, White Cup ENT. You see it. The website, like you said, they got a store, they got a website. Visit, check it out, especially if you repping that H already. Uh, but yeah, and plenty other vendors that had stuff that was specific to Houston or Houston adjacent things, or just, like I said, just the comic book world in general. I had to keep it tame and modest because you know, in between concerts, rainbow clouds, birthdays, conventions, days of the dead, there's been a lot of events that has happened in the last like week. In a week, yeah. So had to keep it simple. Had to keep it simple. But yes, Bedrock City Con, definitely worth going to. I hope they still keep their pop ups going, and I hope with them actually doing a con that hopefully it does well enough to where they keep the con going, because it's good to have multiples. It's good to have more than just Comic Palooza here. You know, it's good to have many other things, especially sometimes it's good to be in a smaller scale. Because if you've been to Comic Palooza, it's a walk, it's a journey, it's a lot of people. It's going downtown Houston, so it's going to be traffic, congestion, confusion, frustration, hot. Because usually Comic Palooza, it's at the summer, so it's hot. God bless those people who go and cosplay. God bless. But yeah, I enjoyed the Bedrock City Con. I enjoyed the smaller experience. I enjoyed the layout. I enjoyed that it's definitely more comic book focused. So that way, if that's what you come in there for, that's what you're gonna get. That you know, it's not relying on the guests. It's not relying on anything like that. It's like, hey, this is a comic book convention. This is what you're here for, and I can appreciate that. Shout outs to the other two ninjas, Cosmic Boss or Run Your Miss, Bedrock City Con. Hopefully, this is the first of many of the big cons. Still keep the mini ones. Those were cool too. But hopefully, this is the first of many. I'm Scooter Ray. Thank y'all for tuning in. Until next time, peace already.